Isaac and his mother lived alone in a small house on a hill. Isaac kept to himself, drawing pictures and playing with his toys as his mom watched Christian broadcasts on the television. Life was simple, and they were both happy. That was until the day Isaac's mom heard a voice from above. "Your son has become corrupted by sin. He needs to be saved." "I will do my best to save him, my lord," Isaac's mother replied, rushing into Isaac's room, removing all that was evil from his life. Again, the voice called to her. "Isaac's soul is still corrupt. He needs to be cut off from all that is evil in this world and confess his sins." "I will follow your instructions, Lord. I have faith in thee," Isaac's mother replied, as she locked Isaac in his room, away from the evils of the world. One last time, Isaac's mom heard the voice of God calling to her. "You've done as I've asked, but I still question your devotion to me. To prove your faith, I will ask one more thing of you." "Yes, Lord, anything," Isaac's mother begged. "To prove your love and devotion, I require a sacrifice. Your son Isaac will be this sacrifice. Go into his room and end his life as an offering to me to prove you love me above all else." "Yes, Lord," she replied, grabbing a butcher's knife from the kitchen. Isaac, watching through a crack in his door, trembled in fear. Scrambling around his room to find a hiding place, he noticed a trapdoor to the basement hidden under his rug. Without hesitation, he flung open the hatch, just as his mother burst through his door and threw himself down into the unknown depths below.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the very first episode of Dizzy Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Now for me, this game is a game I've wanted to do a playthrough of for the longest time now, and I'm so glad it's finally out, because essentially for me, the original Binding of Isaac, which I think it came out in 2011, that game was an absolute obsession for me for the longest time. I clocked well over 300 hours on that game. I even platinum godded it, which for those of you who don't know, that basically means I did everything there is to do, completed the game whole, unlocked every item, found every item, which takes a long time, beat every boss, etc. You know, there was even an achievement to beat the game 200 times. Yeah, I did that. Freaking nightmare, absolute nightmare. A lot of time and sanity went into that, but I'm so glad I managed to complete the original, because here I am again, ready to do it in Rebirth. So ready for it. The main goal of this playthrough is to start from zero, start a new file, and basically play all the way to Platinum God, and I am so ready for it. So let's jump right in, shall we? So, the thing I'm going to do for this playthrough is essentially compare the first Binding of Isaac to Rebirth a lot, as much as I can. And you'll have to bear with me, because I think it's been about a year and a half since I completed the first Binding of Isaac. So there's a lot of stuff I remember, a lot of stuff I've forgotten, but I'll try and remember as much as I can for you guys. But the first thing we can see here is that the Rebirth has multiple save files, which is amazing, because the original Binding of Isaac only had one. So I like that a lot. So as far as Binding of Isaac goes, there's the standard run-of-the-mill new run, which, main campaign, go through the levels, try and get to Mom's Heart, stuff like that. You also have your challenges, which in the first Binding of Isaac you had 10, I think. And in this you have 20, a lot more. And there's actually a lot just unlocked for you right off the bat, which is pretty awesome. Obviously options, standard stuff for, basic game like this. And you obviously have stats. Obviously, as you can see there's nothing unlocked. Items, absolutely nothing. Yep, absolutely no endings unlocked. So we are starting literally from zero in this very first episode, and I'm going to see how much time it takes to basically get to Platinum God. I don't even know if we will. I'm going to at least attempt it. I'm very determined. So let's start a new run, shall we? So as you can see here, who am I? Well, I'm Isaac, because there is no other characters unlocked at the moment, so we need to play a lot more There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 characters, at least we can see from here, that we can play as. We'll unlock each one as time goes on, and there's also difficulties as well. There's normal and hard, and if I know Macmillan, the creator of this game, there's probably going to be more difficulties, because this game already is absolutely balls to the wall difficult. But yeah, I guess that's all there is to it. So let's start our very first run of The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. And here we are in the very first starting room. So there's a treasure room to our right, but before we go into it, I'm just going to quickly go through the controls now that we're starting out. I'm currently playing on a keyboard, although this game is controller enabled if you'd like to. To move around, it's just simply WASD, up, down, left and right. And the directional keys are to shoot. Same thing, up, down, left, and right. The original game used shift for bombs, but this game it's E, which is much easier, and also Q for items when we get some. Right now we only have one bomb, nothing else. Let's see what our first item is. Right, I believe that's Tooth Shot. I'm just going to quickly erase these fires. It's an old habit of mine. Tough Love, that's right. So essentially, it's a random chance to shoot a tooth, which does, I think, about 3 times as much damage as original tears. So, let's down. Oh, right. I never ever use these rooms. Because I just hate losing life in any situation, and the risk of the reward is just not good at all for that. So, standard enemies, straight from the first, flies, absolutely nothing. We've all seen them before. Same with these guys, following a pattern. We have one key there. I'm not going to go into the item room just yet. I usually like to build up my coins first, which I haven't on yet, so I won't be able to buy anything, obviously. Oh, these are essentially new enemies, even though they are flies. They pretty much attack in a pattern, so you have to watch out. They kind of gravitate towards you. If you keep your distance, you should be okay. Okay, so these guys aren't going to come out until we let them out, so let's do so. Again, these guys will come towards you, so basically keep your distance. The champion ones, which are basically the coloured ones, they'll always take, I think, about 2 times as many shots to kill as the original ones. I'm just going to pill there, we'll use that. Oh! Okay, we basically got teleported to the treasure room again, that was a bit pointless. So yeah, pills in this game just work the same way. There are several new ones I know in Rebirth, but essentially in this, there are good pills and bad pills. As people who played the original game know, if there are any any newcomers, I'll basically take you through everything, unless you don't know the game that well. Some new enemies here. They've made poop enemies in this game. There's standard poop obstacles in the level, but they've never made poop enemies. That is and poop bosses, as it turns out. So the thing I love about Binding of Isaac is it has 2 aesthetics that work perfectly together, which shouldn't. It's basically creepy and cute, and they do it perfectly. It's a lot of it is super creepy stuff. There's a lot of blood, a lot of really disgusting stuff. But the game is so adorable. Look at his little whistle. It's adorable. Although this guy's pretty ruthless when he charges out. It's very very similar to Gertie Jr. in that sense. Not a boss I'm very much of a fan of. This guy shouldn't take too much to defeat. Nearly out. I do like Tooth Shot, but I don't... It's interesting because sometimes you can take out 50 shots, you'll never get a tooth, or you'll get 5 tooths in a row. It's completely RNG. But oh, damn, you know what it is? This guy, it's interesting. His attack pattern, it's not directly at you. It's kind of just anywhere he likes. So instead of evading him, you more or less basically just end up running into him, basically, yeah. We just got an item there, Pageant Boy, which is essentially just spawns a couple of coins in there. I'm just going to quickly go to the item room now that we have 2 keys. We have 1 to spare. Also, I'm just going to quickly go back there. There is a blue rock here. If you explode that, you usually get a couple items, mainly soul hearts. It might just be exclusively soul hearts, I can't remember. Right. So, obviously, we don't have enough money for that yet. Should really save up a bit more. There's nothing else we can really do here. There are secret rooms if you know where to bomb correctly, and usually you can tell. So if you look at the map in the top right, essentially the rooms curve around an empty space, and secret rooms are usually surrounded by at least two are free. It's mainly free rooms. So I can see above me, empty space, but it's surrounded by free rooms. There should be a secret room here. Yes. So if you bomb the very center of the wall, you'll get in a secret room. And as you come in here, oh, that's fantastic. So obviously the copper coins here only cost 1. These, 15. Or I think it was 10. Yeah, it was 10. So just like that, we actually got 26 sorry, coins. And that's why Explode fires all the time, because they actually drop loot more than you think. Absolutely. Oh, I forgot it spawns a random pill. That's awesome. Right, so yeah, bad gas for that one. A lovely one. Not. So yeah, PhD is really good one. Actually, I'm a really big fan of it. It tells you... I'm not... It doesn't give you all the good ones. It basically tells you what the pills are, so you can avoid the bad ones. Which, you never know what a pill is until you actually eat one. That's basically the premise of the pills. Which can go either way, basically. It can end up absolutely horribly. Like, it can take a health down, or it can give you a health up. It absolutely, completely random. But with PhD, it essentially lets you know which one it is, so very, very helpful. So you just ascended to basement 2 there after defeating the first boss. Let's explore this one a little bit. So here's a couple of new enemies here. These are melty face guys. I'm not sure what I'd like to call these guys, but those ones leave a trail of creep around them. Not too large, so it's not too difficult to basically run into it. And those big guys take quite a lot of shots, but they're pretty slow, so it doesn't take too much. Now, I don't have any bombs. Even if I had one bomb, I'm not sure if it'd be able to get to the center of that chest with just the one bomb. I think their blast radius takes about 2 rocks. Yeah, should do. So just some more standard enemies. So basically, the Rebirth uses a lot of assets from the first one. It's very, very similar. I kind of like to think of Rebirth as kind of essentially remastering the entire game, but also adding like a Wrath of the Lamb style DLC to it. Like, there's so much more content. I think maybe even more content than Wrath of the Lamb. Yeah, there's so much. I've already experienced several new items, and a lot of them are really, really cool. They change up the game mechanics so much compared to a lot of the items from the first one. This is an unprecedented amount of poop that I am shooting tears at. So yeah, if you haven't guessed, if you're a newcomer to this game is very weird. Very, very weird. But I love it for it. Is this Halo of Flies? Not the best item, but I guess it serves some minimal protection from any projectiles thrown at you. I can't remember if it does damage to enemies around you. If they run into it, maybe it does damage, but it would be very small. There are much better items for protection. Maybe... Oh, so I think I just pressed F there, which changed me to windowed from full screen. That was a bit of a mistake. I'm not sure if that came in the capture. Hopefully it didn't. Sorry about that. Yeah, Monster, a very classic enemy. From the first, probably the easiest boss. Very hard to be hit at. And now that I've said that, I'm definitely going to be hit by this guy. He's not going to take that lightly. Yeah. You see, yeah, very, very simple. Once you basically figure out his attack patterns, it's very simple to dodge everything that he throws. I think he's got 3 moves. And do that, he vomits blood at you, he jumps, and he basically jumps around like that. Yeah, so very simple, done. And we've still got all that health, that's very good. Oh, and there's our first secret done. Oh, and Basement Boy. Wow, that's a fantastic start for us. So, Basement Boy, essentially... Also, there's a Satan room here. So much is happening right now. Let's just calm down. So, Basement Boy, essentially, is taking no damage within Basements 1 and 2. I'm very, very happy about that. And also, Monstrous Tooth is essentially... You'll get items unlocked, and that's how it'll show you. You won't be able to use the item, but once those things appear, it basically just says, this item is ready, you'll eventually get it, because every item is randomly spawned on these little pedestals once you defeat a boss. This one is the Cat o' Nine Tails, yes, shot speed and damage up, which works very well with the tooth, because those teeth are going to be very, very powerful now. Okay, so the Satan rooms are very, very interesting. Essentially, if you want to use the items within these rooms, you're going to have to give up your life force, and I hate doing that so much. I'm not going to take the Pact, although it is a fantastic item. Very good item. I'm not going to take it because I don't like the thought of having just 1 heart so soon in the game. I'm going to leave it. I'm not sure. People might or may not be a fan of taking those items, but I'm personally not. And I just acquired 2 black hearts there. They look like soul hearts, but they're actually not. They're very different from soul hearts. Also, you have these classic vignettes, very similar to the first. I don't think there are any new ones, or at least I haven't encountered any. So black hearts are very different from soul hearts, because essentially what they do is, once you've been attacked, next time I'm attacked you'll see that once I am, it creates basically an area of effect where the entire room is exploded, very similar to one of the, I can't remember what items, but it basically explodes the entire room. Death, I think, you know, with the tarot cards, Death, I think it does the same thing. And essentially, yeah, it just wipes out everything in the room. I don't know how much damage it does, whether it just erases everything. It probably does a set amount of damage, and maybe not that much. But it doesn't work the same way as a soul heart. I think it just takes it out completely, like in just one hit, rather than the half a soul heart, which usually does. And you'll see the difference between soul hearts and the black hearts, because the soul hearts are a little greyish, I think, compared to theirs. So currently doing a challenge room right here. Not the cave ones aren't too difficult if you know the enemies pretty well. And once you play this game more and more, you'll figure out the enemies' patterns more and more. If you do a challenge room, essentially it locks you in. You have to defeat a specific amount of enemies, and if you do so, you basically get random stuff. Sometimes, or at least most of the times in my opinion, not that much worth it, especially if you're late into the game and you barely have any... Oh my god. Oh, no. Oh god. I didn't know. Alright, so... Of all enemies rather, that I wanted to fight first, of the 7 Deadly Sin guys, I just got the rarest one first, which is... Oh god, okay. Alright, I'm gonna have to concentrate here. Alright. Okay, there we go. Alright. Let me just explain what happened there, because craziness just went down. So that was Ultra Pride. So there are 7 Deadly Sins in this game, which are enemies. You know, lust, greed, etc. And then there's super versions of them. So there's Super Greed, there's Super Wrath, Super Lust, etc. And then there's the ultimate one called Ultra Pride, which we just fought there. He doesn't seem as difficult as the original Binding of Isaac, but still, the thought of getting him in the first ever run of this game is... I don't know what it is. I don't know the probability of that happening. That is crazy though. So we just got the left hand secret, which is another item. I cannot remember what that item does, but we'll figure out eventually at least. I hate these enemies, by the way. That took me completely off guard. I did not expect to get Ultra Pride in caves. Are we in? I think we're in caves 1 right now. That early in the first run. Oh my god, that threw me right off. So that's just an example of how random this game can actually get on you. Like, really, really random, which I absolutely adore. That's why you never get tired of this game. Tear Blast plus 5 bombs. So that was Sad Bombs. I think I've actually had this before. It's a Rebirth item, not an original one. So essentially when you plant a bomb, and I'll actually show it here. Oh, I just got hit there for something. Right. Oh, I think I fell into creep there. Oh, that was... Health up. Yes. All of this. I'm very happy about that. Okay. So we just got an extra heart there. That's my favourite pill. It's so good. But it just, essentially at the top left there, it gives you another heart container. It doesn't fill it for you. It gives an empty one, but you get to fill it yourself. You have to watch out for the red fires as well, because I realised there just now. They actually fire, like projectiles at you. I want this heart, and I'm not going to get it. There is a jump ability in this game, but I hate it when items are out of reach. There's one really troll room that I've seen a couple times now. You know, the poop obstacles, they come like in forms of like golden poop, and it like spawns gold when you shoot them. But they're like this, you see the ravines, they'll be out of reach, you can shoot them, and like 30 coins will pop out and you won't be able to get them. Not a single one. I hate it. So we just got the World Tarot card there, which lets you see the entire map for the room you're on. Not for every room, but just for the map you're on. I'm not going to use it yet because essentially I've actually... I'm just looking around the map here just to see if there's anything left. I don't think there is. Let's go quickly into the item right here. Hopefully we get some coins from the fire. Maybe. Maybe not. No. I'm gonna get this soul heart. Why not? So, what was I saying? Yeah, I'm not gonna use the world tarot card here because I've already unlocked most of the map anyway. And I want to do it where I'll try and save it for a later one because the maps always get bigger after every floor you go onto. I absolutely hate Goody Judy, by the way. With a passion. I hate that attack pattern. It's always quicker than you think it's... It's always quicker than you think it's going to be. And you rarely get to dodge it. At least I do. I find it so hard to dodge it. But the quicker you defeat him, then the less health you obviously get taken out of. That's Mom's heals. Range up. How much range have we got on them? Almost an entire room. That's pretty good. Let's go down. Are we in caves 2 now? Yeah. Whew! We're doing alright. Oh my god, speak of the devil. This is the frickin' room that I was talking about. Alright. Watch this. See all those coins? Oh my god. That's a nickel right there. 10. That is worth 10 coins right there. And I can't get to it! I can't get to it! It's torture. Alright, so here's the thing. I'm a completionist. I like to do absolutely everything. I can't leave a single floor, like, discovered. Like, if every single room and, like, every single enemy isn't defeated, I cannot leave that floor. Rooms like that, oh my god, grind my gears more than you can possibly imagine. I hate rooms like that. Again, jump ability, I would be able to get all those coins, but right now I can't, which is an absolute shame. Oh, I have to pass it again. Look at all the coins. They're so beautiful. Oh. I've seen a lot of the same rooms here. There are absolutely hundreds of different rooms. Can't wait to see them all. Yeah, it's the exact same room. It's, again, this game is torturing me with items. I want them all, and I'm not going to get them all. That's a new enemy there. Really disgusting looking. I'm not a fan of it. Oh, Lust. Okay, so this is one of the let's try that again. 7 deadly sins that we were talking about. This is Lust. Probably the easiest one, actually. Just follows you around like a magnet, like gravitates to you. It's just got the virus, Poison Touch. Essentially, all our tears, or maybe, I think it's all of them. Actually, no, I'm mistaken, sorry. If an enemy hits us, then they get poisoned from us. That's why it's called Poison Touch. I'm not going to, like, show that to you. We'll show it to you when I get hit legit, yeah. I'll just quickly show you the arcade room. You have plenty of coins to use stuff in there. But yeah, there's 3 different types of things. Slot machine, which either doesn't give you anything or gives you a random item, like so. Random heart, that's good. We can use the blood. Whoa! Okay, so that's a blood donation machine. That's very random for it to happen like that. We just picked up an IV bag. So essentially, you give up hearts for coins, and every now and again, they essentially explodes. You never get a blood bag or an IV bag. An IV bag, basically, yeah, it does that. It takes off half a heart and gives you some coins for it. And this is a fortune telling machine, which is weird. I don't know the purpose of these. It gives you fortunes, and that's it. It literally doesn't give you anything else. Maybe it does. I just can't remember. Right. Oh, I've got to watch out for these guys. Again, I hate that charge attack. It's so, like... It's not unpredictable because they have a little feint before it, but... Still, it always catches me. Right. We're not doing too bad. We've got plenty of keys, plenty of bombs right now. Not doing too bad. I'm glad I still have, like, the memory of the attack patterns of people from Binding of Isaac, so... Much better than I would be if I was just starting out. I remember starting out for the first time and being absolutely god-awful because you're basically at the whim of the game because when you don't know all the items, it's incredibly difficult to essentially know what to do with them. So we just picked up Harlequin Baby there, which I quite like. Basically, it increases our range of tears. This one shoots diagonally 2 tears across from me. So combine that with the tears in front, that's a lot of range for our tears, yeah. I think it damages up. In fact, if you press escape, it shows you your stats there, and you see our range is really high right now, which is good. And our attack damage, that's pretty good. And also shows you all of the items that you've collected in this run on the left there. And if you look up there, that is the seed for this run that I'm playing right now. If you want to play this run, the seed's right there for you. XLXR B460. Feel free to do so. Oh, okay. I wasted that completely. Because those enemies, if they stay down, they don't take any damage. Oh, I don't remember what Mom's Pearl does. Emanates purity. That is very cryptic. The left-hand path reaps the dark rewards. Again, I can't remember what left... Damn it! God, I'm so rusty at this game. I don't remember what the left hand does. Absolutely cannot remember what it does. I'm trying to think. It's usually, for me, it's usually an item you get very much later in the game. Because I'm absolutely not... I was not expecting to fight Ultra Pride that soon. Like, it's so unexpected. Like, all the Sin. Oh, this is a very tough boss. Mega Man is an incredibly tough boss. It's very bullet hell. Ugh. Still haven't got this guy's attack pattern down. Right, so when he opens his mouth like that, it means he's shooting forward. Or at least in the direction which you are. So we know that. And when he cringes like that, he's shooting flames. But they're always different, I think. Oh god. Also shoots those like jumpy guys as well. There we go. Not too difficult, actually. Ooh, he just got a little chubby. He's so adorable. I just got a heart there. HP up. So that gives us 1 heart, I believe. I'm not sure if it does anything else. I just know it does the heart, at least. We're in the depths right now. Very good progression. We have got hit more times than I'd like, but at least we've got full health right now. That's all I really care about. Range and damage is really good as well, so it's not the worst run. We haven't got any of the like super crazy like game-changing items yet, like orbital tears, magnetic tears, like technology stuff like that. We haven't got any of them yet, but eventually we will. We'll be playing this game tons. Right. So 2 of heart. Is that an item multiplier or is that a heart? It's items. So I think that doubles your health if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to keep this. I'm going to use this. So the rest of the map's just revealed to us there. And I'm going to take this with us. Now if challenge have red chests, I never use them because red chests rarely are good. They most likely always spawn enemies and never anything good. I think most of the time, like they can spawn friendly enemies, or like friendly allies rather, that essentially help you, like flies and spiders, which usually glow blue if they're friendly rather than the red. I'm not a big fan of rooms that are very narrow like this. There's not much room to dodge. You'll find in later levels you'll get like the green monsters who shoot like freeways, and it's absolutely impossible to dodge them. Ah, I thought I'd got him there, sorry. Alright, 6 keys, 6 bombs, and 9 crayons. We're doing pretty good here. And because we have so many bombs, I'm going to see if we can get into the bomb room. We can't do it here, we'll see. Right, so just doubled our bombs there. That's what the clubs does. That doubles however many bombs you have. And if you, I believe if you have 0 bombs, then I think it just gives you 2, rather than multiplying 0 by 0 and breaking the universe. I don't like these guys. I think they might jump. If there's a lot of them in the room, I think they jump the same way the headless ones do. Except those guys like cover a wider range with their tears. Although I'm not a fan of the stone zombies. You kind of have to... Because once they see you, they kind of follow the path you're on like this, and they won't basically turn around until they hit another surface. Oh, that's a troll bomb. Don't go anywhere near them. That. Oh, what? What is that? What is what? What? Whoa! What? What is this? It's like what is happening right now? Is that okay, whoa, alright. I'm trying to think what that's like. Master Hand. Is that no? Floor Master. from Legend of Zelda. It's very much like Floor Master. So that was Mom right there. That was like basically a room where Mom's hand just flies down, I guess. It's very similar to the Floor Master from Legend of Zelda, yeah. That was so weird. I'm guessing if that lands on you, it probably sends you back to the beginning of the floor. Because that's what the Floor Master does in Legend of Zelda. So just got Mulligan there, which essentially, if memory serves, summons flies at random. I don't think it's triggered by getting hurt. I think it just does it randomly. Also, that Poison Touch at work there, just got hit. And that enemy right there just got Poison Touch for a little while. It does a minor amount of damage. It's better than nothing, I guess. I just don't like getting hit for it. Although I guess if I get hit on a regular basis, then, you know. Might as well have it. Oh, that's what I was talking about. Also, I don't think I've mentioned it yet, or I haven't seen any of the rooms yet. But in the original Binding of Isaac, you never had these really big rooms. Every single room, like literally every single room in the original Binding of Isaac was just one square. Like every single one. In this game, you'll either get paths, like rooms of like 2 squares, like rectangle, like 2 squares long, or you'll get rooms like this which are 4, like massive rooms. And to this day I'm still getting used to the scrolling on this. It's so weird to see like scrolling in a Binding of Isaac game. It's so jarring. So the boss room's there. I'm just going to quickly see the rest of this map just to see if there's anything else left in the dungeon for us to get. We just got the item, so there's nothing else in there. Shall we try and bomb here? Surrounded by 4 rooms. No. Also, you just saw the bomb tiers in action there. So yeah, once you set off a bomb, it essentially throws massive tiers. I really like the size of those tiers, like all across the room. And I guess they do a lot of damage. In fact, let's find out now. Boom. That is quite a lot of damage actually, yeah. Killed that guy in 1 hit. And they usually take a lot of... Oh shit. I forgot those creep there. We're actually pretty low on health right here. Can we get the heart in this room? Yes, we can. I'm going to double my health here. Because I kind of need it. So, might as well use it there. There is... Oh, fire. I don't like to leave anything behind. There is only 1 more room after this, which I believe is Depths 2. Oh god, we are fighting really hard bosses. The gate is it's basically a souped up version of Mega Man, and he does a lot of different abilities. And one of them, which I hate, is it's like a huge beam attack, but it goes in a really random direction. There we go, there it is. I hate that so much. We might actually die here. I'm not used to this guy. We should be okay. I hate that beam attack though. I think it's actually... Either I'm not used to it or it's completely random, so it's luck of the draw really. Whoa, did you just see that? When he exploded there was like a little tiny guy inside of him. That's so weird. What's that again? Speed up. Alright, so we're very fast now. Alright, so that's the belt. Just speed up, I don't think it does anything else. And now we're on to the final room. Now, there are a hell of a lot more rooms after it when we get later on in the game. There's a hell of a lot more rooms. Also, here's another 7 Deadly Sin enemy, Gluttony. Essentially, shoot a giant beam at you like that, which I just got hit by. Damn it. At least it gives you a lot of hearts. God. It's... so here's the thing with me. This is actually the very first video I've ever recorded. Like, ever. I'm finding it very difficult to commentate on Binding of Isaac because so much stuff happens all at once. It's so... Whoa. What? What is happening? Oh my god, that is so weird. Okay, so that's a new item. I've never seen it before. Hookworm Zip Zoop. It makes your tears go dubstep. Basically, it makes them go freaking nuts. I quite like that. That changes things up a bit. I quite like that. Like I was saying before that crazy thing happened, a lot of crazy things happen in this game. So it's very hard to commentate because, like, when one crazy thing happens, another crazy thing happens. When I'm trying to, like, explain the first crazy thing, it's super difficult. So this is actually a very common enemy that's usually in boss rooms. Chub, I believe it's called. Very, very easy. Got a very easy attack pattern. You can use bombs, and I'll do a little example here. Oh, he didn't charge. When he charges that, you can use bombs, and he actually consumes them. Come on. There we go. Which explodes them from the inside. That's very similar to the Dongos from Legend of Zelda. And if you haven't actually guessed yet, this game takes a lot of inspiration from Zelda. I mean, first of all, the dungeons are exactly the same kind of layout. You've got the one square room, and you've got the doors and the very center of each wall. Very, very similar to Legend of Zelda. Plus, you've got items like the ladder and stuff like that that are very reminiscent of items that you get from the very first Legend of Zelda. A lot of references, definitely. I'll try and point all of them out if I can. The Hierophant gives you 2 soul hearts, as you can see there. I like to use that straight away. There's never really any... what am I thinking of? There's never really any point to saving it. Unless you want to like kind of save it for like when you have low health. But you're going to use them anyway, so I kind of just like to use them as quick as possible. Right, I quite like Lard, although I think it's... Oh, nice, we just unlocked Magdalene there. And Challenge 5. And Challenge 10. There was a lot of stuff there. So Lard, essentially, I think it slows you down. I think we might have just had our speed go down a bit there. But it gives you 2 hearts, as you can see. We actually got a lot of health from that. So I quite like Lard. Anything that gives you health, I am a big fan of. Because there are, like, everything in these dungeons are designed to take that health away from you. So having as much health as possible is very good. Also in Rebirth, as far as I know, I believe the health cap's at 12. So you can have 12 health at any time. So if you had 12 health containers, I don't think you'd be able to get any more soul hearts. Or I can't confirm that. But if you were to get 12 of anything, you wouldn't be able to pick up the soul heart afterwards. It would just basically stay there in the room. And you wouldn't be able to get it. Oh my god, speaking of the ladder, we just got the ladder. That's fantastic. So yeah, that's actually a very, very good reference to the first Legend of Zelda, where you can actually traverse gaps with the ladder like that. So if you have one gap in front of you, you can cross it. But if you have more than one, you can't cross it. It's only ever one. So keep that in mind if you ever get that. I quite like that item, but although you can get items that let you fly, and that lets you traverse anything. So ladder's basically just a small version of that. Once again, another Zelda reference. These skeleton guys, basically, yeah, just go around like a random enemy path, and they just throw bones at you, very much like the first. And they basically do it when they spot you. So basically try and stay out of reach of them, and try and always be on the move when you try and fight these guys. So yeah, as I was saying before, I think I got interrupted. I don't know if I finished my thought there. But this is the very first video I've ever recorded. By the way, it's very hard to shoot the zigzag bullets in rooms like this when there's no space. Because they hit the freaking rocks. They hit the rocks when you try to shoot them. That's very, very aggravating. So yeah, this is the very first recording I've ever done. And I find it very hard to do, like, play Isaac. Because there's so many random things, there's so much to explain. I'm trying to do my best. I'm not doing too bad, but I do stumble on my words a lot, so sorry for being very amateurish, but like, hopefully I can get better as time goes on. And I'd love to do as many videos as these as I can, because I absolutely love games like this, and I can play them for hours and hours. So I'll try and get better commentary through experience, but obviously I have no experience, so I'll try and do my best with that. Whoa, that guy absolutely tweets out of the bomb. Did you see that? He like kind of like spun around himself a million times a second. Oh, you know what it is? I think I might change. I don't think I'm a big fan of these zigzag tiers, because in my mind I'm shooting forwards, so I always go forward in front of the enemies like so. But the bullets just automatically like fly past them. It's so jarring to me. Yeah, it's very jarring to use them. Oh god. We should be able to defeat Mom in this first round, hopefully. Hopefully we can get the rest of the rooms unlocked as well. Yeah, I gotta say I'm not the biggest fan of these zigzag bullets. because I'm a big fan of aiming, and this takes aiming right out of the picture. You cannot aim when they're zigzaggy like this. So that skull thing there, you can't damage it. You can only basically kill it when every other enemy in the room is killed, essentially. Also, here's the room I was talking about where it's twice as long. Instead of one square, it's actually 2 squares long, so you scroll. Also, these enemies are extremely hard to deal with. You've got a Monstro type attack where they like vomit like projectiles at you. But they don't stay visible for long, they disappear a lot. So it's very hard to figure out their attack patterns. It seems very random. So what I'm aiming for this playthrough, the entire series, regardless of how many videos I make, essentially to go to Platinum God. That will take a hell of a long time, but in the process of doing that, there are so many different items, so many different rooms, so many different enemies, bosses. There are like so many random elements that every single run will always be different, and I think that will be very fun to watch. Is that, yes, I'm going to change that zigzag guy. It'd be very fun to watch because you'll never have to watch the same thing like over and over again. It'll always be different. There's a secret room there. Not that I need any more bombs. I have 13 of them, but I'll take them. We'll use them a lot for the mom boss, which we are about to do. So this is not the final boss, but this is essentially the boss of depths, let's say, which is your mother. Very unpleasant boss. I've never been a big fan of it. So you have 4 doors on each wall, and there are attacks that spawn enemies. There are attacks that spawn eyes, which don't do anything. There are attacks that spawn hands if you get too close, like that. Just to give you an example. And there's also a giant foot that comes down right on cue. That's very hard to dodge, but if you constantly stay mobile, then you should be able to dodge it. I'm going to use a lot of bombs, by the way, in this... Oh my god. Okay, okay, I think we're screwed here, actually. It's been such a long time since we fought Mom that I'm finding it very hard not to take damage here. It's very, very... Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Please, 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 please. Oh! Oh! Oh my god, this is too intense. I can't do this. I cannot do this. Oh, I want to defeat Mom on my first run so freaking badly. Please let me. Please let me. Oh my god. Nope. Done. Oh, that sucks. That sucks so badly. Well, that's Isaac. Yeah. Very, very unpredictable. That was an incredibly good run, but unfortunately for my first run, we got defeated by Mom. So close to getting that first one. That's a lot. That's a very big shame, but at least we've learned a lot from that. Well, guys, that was my very first run for The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. I had a ton of fun playing this game. First run could have gone better, but at least we got to see every single flaw before getting to Mom. And let's hope in the second episode we can beat her, because there is so much more content after that. Cannot wait. I had a ton of fun playing this game, and I hope you guys had a ton of fun watching it. If you did, please feel free to leave a like in the comment section down below. It means so much to me and helps me out in the long run. So much. So thank you guys. And please feel free to subscribe if you want to see more episodes in the future. That is me. I am out, and I hope you enjoyed it. Take care, guys.